In the beginning of the 20th century, scientists believed that the universe existed in a steady state, remaining static rather than evolving. Until Einstein's theory of relativity gave us a better understanding of gravity, and Edwin Hubble discovered that galaxies are moving apart from one another. The Big Bang was an incredibly hot point called a singularity about 13.8 billion years ago. The four fundamental forces would combine as one force. As the universe expands, the temperature and density drop causes the gravitational force to separate. In this period, particles were indistinguishable from each other. The next step in evolving the universe is for the strong nuclear force to decouple from the electric weak force. The temperature had fallen to 10 to the power of 27 Kelvin. In this period of rapid expansion, the size of the universe has increased by a factor of 10 to the power of 15. Four fundamental forces were separated. Quarks and leptons came into existence. The size of the universe was about 10 to the power of negative 16 of its present size. As the universe continued to expand and cool, the temperature has fallen sufficiently for quarks to form protons, neutrons, and hadrons. After 1 second after the Big Bang, the universe has grown to 1 billion kilometers. The subatomic particles and the antiparticles were in a thermal equilibrium. However, a tiny portion of matter, about 1 particle per billion, managed to survive. Hence, this is the matter we see today. Example of this is when electrons and positrons annihilate one another, producing gamma rays, leaving. Now it is cold enough for protons and neutrons to fuse together to form hydrogen nuclei in a process called nucleosynthesis. Small quantities of helium were created. No nuclei could have existed prior to this time, as the thermal motion of nucleons was not strong enough to break the nucleus apart. At the end of this time, the universe consisted mainly of electrons, photons, and nuclei. No heavy elements were formed because nuclei with 7 and 8 nucleons were unstable. This was a period of recombination, in which electrons joined with protons to form neutral atoms of hydrogen in plasma state. The universe was cooling down for matter and radiation to decouple. Soon matter became the dominant energy in the universe. The universe then became transparent. The light emitted at this time are still detectable as cosmic background radiation. Here, the photons are able to escape as they're not constantly colliding or being re-emitted. In this period, luminous stars and galaxies did not exist. Most of the matter comprised largely of neutral hydrogen and helium. The hydrogen gas didn't allow visible light to move around, hence the Dark Ages.